25 years.
25 years we've been doing this. We have been helping kids in all different ways, and specifically in STEM. The challenges of this past year has...
Tiger Woods turned 50 this year. He has won 15 major championships, spent 683 weeks as the world #1 golfer, and changed the sport of golf forever. And when a car accident in 2021 left him with a shattered leg that surgeons had to rebuild with a rod, screws, and pins, he came back 14 months later and walked 72 holes at the Masters. At 50, he is still competing, still training, and still eating with the precision that built one of the greatest athletic careers in history. Here's what we're breaking down today. 5 foods Tiger Woods never eats. What he eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. His weekly workout routine. 4 rules Tiger lives by that every man over 50 needs to hear. Drop a comment right now. What is your favorite Tiger Woods moment? Tell us how old you are and whether you're still training. And stay until the end, because his quote about what he eats after surgery is one of the most practically useful things any man over 50 has said about recovery nutrition. Before we get into the foods, we built something for men who take their health as seriously as Tiger Woods takes his. Our private 50-plus brotherhood is a community exclusively for men over 50 who refuse to accept that decline is inevitable. Inside our private 50-plus brotherhood, you'll get joint-friendly strength training designed specifically for men over 50. A simple nutrition system that supports hormones and steady energy, mobility and recovery routines, daily accountability with disciplined men your age, built-in progress tracking so you stay consistent, direct coaching from certified trainers with over a decade of experience training men 50, plus, but more than that, you'll be surrounded by like-minded men who refuse to drift. If you're serious about rebuilding strength, confidence, and control over your health, there's a link in the description where you can join. Now let's get into the 5 foods Tiger Woods eats every single day. 5 foods Tiger Woods eats for longevity. Food 1. Egg whites. Tiger Woods has described his typical breakfast consistently and specifically across multiple published sources: an egg white omelet with vegetables, eaten after a morning workout. His own words from his official website: "My typical breakfast is an egg white omelet with vegetables." Egg whites deliver complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids and virtually no fat, making them the most efficient muscle-building morning food available to any man. The vegetable component delivers the micronutrients, fiber, and anti-inflammatory compounds that support every physiological process from joint health to cardiovascular protection. For a man who has had 5 spinal surgeries and reconstructive leg surgery, managing inflammation through every meal is not a dietary preference, it is a medical necessity. The second food is what drives his energy through 5-hour competitive rounds. Food 2. Fish and seafood. Tiger has been consistent and specific about his protein preferences: lean meats and seafood, with fish and sushi appearing most frequently in his accounts of his own diet. His own words: "I stick to lean meats and seafood." Fish delivers complete protein alongside omega-3 fatty acids EPA and DHA that directly suppress the inflammatory pathways that drive joint pain, cardiovascular disease, and the post-surgical inflammation that Tiger's extensive surgical history makes a daily management challenge. Multiple sources confirm sushi as a personal favorite, which delivers raw fish protein alongside nori, rice vinegar, and ginger, each of which has documented anti-inflammatory properties. For a man whose body has been surgically opened 5 times on his spine alone, the anti-inflammatory load of regular fish consumption is one of the most practical dietary interventions available. The third food appears at almost every meal in his described routine. Food 3. Vegetables at every meal. Tiger Woods includes a salad and vegetables at virtually every meal, from his post-workout breakfast through lunch and dinner. His lunch, as described from his own website, includes grilled chicken or fish with salad and vegetables, and his dinner follows the same pattern. The high-volume vegetable intake delivers the antioxidant load needed to manage the oxidative stress that intense training, competition, and surgical recovery all generate in the body simultaneously. For a man managing a body in post-surgical recovery who is simultaneously attempting to compete at the highest level of professional sport, the anti-inflammatory and micronutrient support of a consistently high vegetable intake is the dietary foundation that makes everything else possible. The fourth food is one most men overlook entirely in performance nutrition. Food 4. Oatmeal and complex carbohydrates. Tiger has described his carbohydrate approach as based on complex whole food sources, specifically whole grain toast and oatmeal alongside fresh fruits for breakfast, providing the sustained energy release that 5 hours of competitive golf demands. His own words: "Every athlete needs some form of complex carbs because they give you a boost for intense training and help fuel your performance for long periods of time." He does not carb load, does not eat refined carbohydrates, and uses sports drinks specifically during competition and long training sessions to supplement electrolytes and carbohydrate energy. The distinction between complex whole-grain carbohydrates and refined carbohydrates is one of the most important dietary variables in body composition for men over 50, where declining insulin sensitivity makes the source of carbohydrate more important than it was at 30. Tiger has applied this distinction since the height of his career and continues to apply it in his 50s. The fifth food is what he reaches for between rounds and holes when he needs to sustain energy without a full meal. Food 5. Whole food snacks. Tiger Woods is one of the most consistent snackers in professional sports, eating something every 2 to 3 holes during competitive rounds and advising other golfers to do the same. His specific snack, confirmed and shared publicly, is a whole wheat bread sandwich with thinly sliced banana, almond butter or peanut butter, and raw unfiltered honey. The combination delivers complete carbohydrates from the whole wheat bread, potassium and natural sugar from the banana, protein and healthy fat from the almond butter, and the antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties of raw honey. He has also described carrying apples, energy bars, and nuts as backup options during rounds. The frequent small snacking pattern he uses during competition mirrors the 7 small meals a day approach he uses off the course, maintaining blood sugar stability and energy levels without the insulin spikes and crashes that single large meals produce. What? Tiger Woods eats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner breakfast. Tiger trains for 2 hours before breakfast and eats his first meal at approximately 8:30 a.m. An egg white omelet with vegetables, oatmeal with fresh fruit alongside, and water or a sports drink for hydration. The timing is deliberate. 2 hours of fasted morning training burns stored fat as primary fuel and maximizes the anabolic response to the post-workout protein intake. The egg whites and oatmeal together deliver the protein and complex carbohydrates his body needs to begin muscle repair and refuel glycogen stores after the morning session. Lunch: grilled chicken or fish with a salad and vegetables. His own website describes this meal specifically, and it has remained consistent across his career. High protein, high micronutrient density, controlled carbohydrates. His lunch, quote, "For lunch, I'll have something like grilled chicken, quinoa, and a salad. It's all about balance." The simplicity of his midday meal reflects the same principle he applies to everything: reliable quality rather than elaborate variety. Dinner: lean protein with salad and vegetables, kept lighter than lunch and eaten at a consistent time. His daily schedule, as described on his official website, places dinner at 7 p.m. following afternoon golf practice and upper body weight training. The evening meal is high protein, low in refined carbohydrates, and timed to support overnight recovery rather than fuel further physical activity. His bone protection and nutritional support supplements are taken alongside his evening meal. 5 foods Tiger Woods never eats. Food 1. Junk food and fast food. Tiger's own words are direct: no junk food. He has included this phrase in his publicly available dietary description as a non-negotiable alongside lean meats and vegetables, treating it not as an occasional exception, but as a permanent exclusion. Junk food delivers the refined oils, excess sodium, artificial additives, and hidden sugars that drive the chronic inflammation his surgically managed body has the least tolerance for. Every inflammatory food Tiger consumes competes with his body's ongoing recovery and repair work. Every clean food he eats supports it. Food 2. Refined and processed carbohydrates. Tiger specifically avoids heavy carb loading and refined carbohydrate sources, drawing a clear distinction between the complex whole-grain carbohydrates he eats and the refined versions he avoids. Refined carbohydrates digest rapidly, spike blood sugar, and promote insulin resistance that accelerates abdominal fat gain and the inflammatory processes that degrade joint health. For a man managing the body composition requirements of elite athletic competition and the inflammatory management requirements of extensive surgical recovery simultaneously, refined carbohydrates serve neither purpose and are absent from his diet entirely. But before we get to food number 3, something every man over 50 watching this needs to hear. After 50, testosterone drops by 1 to 2% every year, meaning lower energy, slower recovery, less muscle, and less drive, whether you're training or not. Most men just accept it. We didn't. We created Test Supreme specifically for men over 50. Doctor-formulated with clinically supported ingredients to naturally restore testosterone, improve vitality, and help your body recover the way it used to. No fillers, no weak doses, just results. Our current batch is moving fast, so click the link below to grab yours. Now back to the foods Tiger avoids. Food 3. Sugary drinks. Tiger uses sports drinks specifically during competition and long training sessions for electrolyte and carbohydrate supplementation, and drinks water the rest of the time. Soda, fruit juice, and sweetened beverages are absent from his dietary pattern and have been for the duration of his professional career. Liquid sugar delivers the insulin spike of refined carbohydrates with none of the fiber, nutrients, or satiety of solid food, creating the blood sugar instability that is the enemy of sustained athletic performance across a 5-hour competitive round. Food 4. High-fat and heavy processed meals. Tiger's dietary pattern is uniformly low in saturated fat and heavily processed food, with every meal built around lean protein, vegetables, and whole food carbohydrates. High-fat processed meals promote the systemic inflammation that drives cardiovascular disease and joint degradation, slow the digestion and nutrient absorption that performance nutrition depends on, and interfere with the precise energy management that competitive golf across 4 days of 18-hole rounds requires. Food 5. Alcohol. Tiger has been in recovery from alcohol since a DUI incident in 2017 and has spoken about sobriety as one of the most important decisions of his personal and professional life. Alcohol suppresses testosterone, disrupts deep sleep quality, promotes systemic inflammation, and impairs the liver function that regulates every hormonal process in the male body. For a man undergoing ongoing recovery from spinal and leg surgery while simultaneously attempting to compete at the highest level of professional sport, alcohol represents the most direct nutritional threat to every recovery and performance goal he is pursuing. Tiger Woods' weekly workout routine. Monday, cardio and core. Stationary cycling or elliptical, 40 minutes low-impact cardiovascular conditioning. Dead bug, 3 sets times 10 each side. Bird dog, 3 sets times 12 each side. Plank, 3 times 60 seconds. Hip mobility and glute activation work, 20 minutes. Tuesday, upper body strength. Seated cable row, 3 sets times 12 reps. Lat pull down, 3 sets times 12 reps. Dumbbell shoulder press, 3 sets times 10 reps. Cable bicep curl, 3 sets times 15 reps. Tricep push down, 3 sets times 15 reps. Band pull apart, 3 sets times 20 reps. Wednesday, conditioning and flexibility. Rotational resistance band work, 3 sets times 15 reps each direction, balance and proprioception training on unstable surfaces. 30 minutes, full body stretching with emphasis on thoracic spine mobility. 30 minutes. Thursday, lower body, leg press, 3 sets times 12 reps, replacing squats to protect the spinal fusion leg curl. 3 sets times 12 reps. Step up, 3 sets times 10 reps each leg. Calf raise, 4 sets times 15 reps. Hip flexor and IT band stretching. 20 minutes, Friday, full body and conditioning. Dumbbell circuit, 3 rounds of dumbbell row 10 reps. Dumbbell press 10 reps. Goblet squat 10 reps, rest 60 seconds. Battle rope, 4 rounds times 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Swimming, 30 minutes low-impact full-body cardiovascular work. Saturday, active recovery. 9 holes of golf at reduced intensity. Post-round stretching and foam rolling. 20 minutes, swimming or gentle cycling. 20 minutes, Sunday, rest. 4 rules Tiger Woods lives by. 1. Eat to perform, not to appear. Tiger's entire dietary philosophy is built around fueling athletic performance and surgical recovery, not achieving a specific appearance. The body composition he carries at 50 is the result of eating for performance for 3 decades. 2. Frequency over volume, 7 small meals a day rather than 3 large ones keeps blood sugar stable, supports the muscle protein synthesis that requires consistent amino acid availability throughout the day, and prevents the energy crashes that 5-hour competitive rounds cannot accommodate. 3. Anti-inflammatory eating is not a trend for men over 50. It is a medical priority. Tiger's dietary choices, consistently anti-inflammatory for 3 decades, have given his surgically compromised body the best possible environment for recovery and continued performance. 4. Recovery is performance. Tiger's modification of his training to protect his surgical repairs reflects an understanding that the goal is not the most impressive single training session, but the most sustainable training practice across the longest possible time frame. If you found this information helpful, we have fantastic news for you. We're thrilled to announce that our requested ebook 8-Minute Fitness at 50 Plus is now here, with over 1,000 5-star reviews from men just like you. This comprehensive fitness guide is especially curated for individuals over the age of 50 who are committed to leading a healthy and active lifestyle. Thank you for watching.